Gareth, first of all, as things injury-wise and availability-wise for the weekend, obviously a few people not involved or
there's a few concerns. We just obviously Scotty picked up an injury. Scotty Gardner picked up an injury before training on Monday. Paul Heckingbottom's going to be in with a physio. Hopefully he'll be back fit and available for selection on Saturday. And obviously you got Bruffy. We're still assessing the situation on Bruffy, and Jason's having a look at him now, and he'll be reporting back to the gaffer ASAP as soon as we know a little bit more.
What are the injuries to Paul Heckingbottom?
He's just got a knock on his ribs, so his muscles around that just went into spasm a little bit. So, but hopefully he'll be available for selection on Saturday.
And that was obviously what kept him out, was it?
Yeah, yeah.
And Bruff?
Bruffy's it's his ankle. I'm sure kind of the people saw what he did on Tuesday night. He just went over on his ankle, just kind of tucked underneath himself. So, like all ankle injuries, you tend to get quite a bit of swelling straight away. But hopefully, as soon as we can settle that down, we'll be able to see the full extent of what he's done.
So he's going to be ruled out for Saturday at least.
It's not clear at the moment.
Yeah.
Again, like we just said, as soon as the swelling's gone down, we'll be able to tell a little bit more.
And Scott Garner seems to go through the walls a bit.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Yeah, Scotty, he's got a couple of cuts and bruises to his face, so he's already spoke to the lads about his great looks being tarnished a little bit, but that's what centre halves are there for. They're supposed to have a couple of broken noses and bits and bobs all around the face, because that's what makes them centre halves.
Obviously, he's suspended now after picking up his fifth booking at Gateshead. What's kind of the options there in the middle, with obviously Luke Graham being out on loan?
Yeah, we've got a few options. We've got players who can fit into that position. So again, not ideal. With obviously Scotty being there, it would have been Bruffy an ideal situation to be able to pop Bruffy back into centre half, and there would have been no problems there, having him played there most of his career really. But we'll see how that comes, and obviously you adapt and make changes as suited.
If Bruffy doesn't make it back, we're looking at Craig Armstrong perhaps? Or?
Possibly Craig.
He played there before as well.
Yeah, Matty's played there. Paul Heckingbottom, Craig Armstrong. So we've got quite a few options that we could put in there.
Rob Duffy, how's he doing?
Yeah, Duff's is fitting raring to go. We've just done a session in the gym, making sure his levels are high enough for him to be available for selection on Saturday. And Rob's kind of ready and chomping at the bit.
Great to have him, and obviously with Carl coming back and doing such a good job up at Gateshead on Tuesday.
Yeah, I thought Pez was outstanding up at Gateshead, as well as Charles. I thought Charles did a lot of work that could have gone unnoticed, but he didn't. Pez held the ball up very well and battled and combated their two centre halves very well. And Charles is intelligent running off him. Did very well and showed that intelligence and shown that cunning and guile that he's got and it can bring to the team. So it's great to have Rob back and available for selection after his suspension, and it's good going into a game like Grays to have those options.
The last time we spoke to the boss before Tuesday's game, Carl Perry was virtually certain not to play.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of a last-minute decision was it to actually throw him in?
Yeah, it was. It was kind of literally we turned around on gave him as much time as possible to be able to get back fit. Pez, we sat down with Pez, and Pez is the type of player that is desperate to play. He wants to play, he wants to go and play for this football club, and it shows a couple of times running into channels and just him obviously feeling that but just going through that pain barrier, and that shows the type of lad that he is and the type of attitude that he's got.
Did you speak to the physio beforehand? Was it a chat between all of you to see whether it was going to be too much of a risk to throw him in and find that he was going to be out for longer.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's the player's choice. You're never going to force a player to do something that he doesn't want to do. But sometimes with Pez, it's a case that you have to hold him back because he wants to jump in and he wants to come in and he wants to go and be on that, be the first one on that pitch and scoring his goals. So you have to sometimes protect him against himself. But it was a calculated decision that Pez ensured us that he'd be fine. And he'd be able to go and manage through the game, and Tuesday night showed that he could.
Was there a painkilling injection or anything like that for him? How did you get him through?
Pez did have an injection. He did have an injection to be able to settle that down, and also kind of treatment and different things like that. So he was wrapped up in cotton wool right until the nth hour, and made sure he could perform like he did do on Tuesday night.
Any reaction afterwards from him as he suffered it all from it?
No, he's just as a precaution. He's going to be with Jay, and just seeing how that, just a reaction he had the day off yesterday, as did most of the squad. So just as a rest and recovery after getting back in at 2 o'clock on the Tuesday night, or Wednesday morning, shall we say. But we'll see how that goes, and he should be available for training tomorrow.
Obviously, after a few too many draws and that defeat at Ebbsfleet recently, everybody was relieved to see the win on Tuesday, and now I think probably Saturday people will come to Field Mill thinking we're going to wipe Grays away.
Well, I think it's been a massive. We're really proud of the players on Tuesday night, that we got together and after a result against Ebbsfleet that you're looking at yourself and you're thinking, okay, people thought, yeah, we should win. That's fine, but it's like I've already said today, that it don't matter where you get the wins as long as you get the wins. Ebbsfleet, we all know that what happened down there, and we was hurting, and it's been Monday, Sunday, and Saturday night was horrible for us. The lads were texting each other, and it kind of ruins your weekend, as I know it does the fans. But it's important that the fans know that they have got a team that it does hurt when we lose them, and it does not concern us, but it gives you that added energy and that added intensity to be able to say, right, we're not going to make that happen again. And I thought after going down 1-0 against the run of play on Tuesday night, just before half time, it shows the character in the side, and the commitment to be able to come back and put a great performance on in the second half. I thought Ollie Hotchkiss came on, and I think he deserves a mention, because I think he came on and did a very good job. If you'd have seen his free kick in the Premiership, you would have been talking about it a couple of days after. And that shows the quality that he's got, and he's just improved his fitness levels, and we've been working hard with him to be able to make sure he's match fit, and that shows the work rate that we have, and the programme that we put in place has been right for him. Put him in at the right time, and the gaffers kind of trusted him, and he's gone and delivered. And I think the gaffer needs a massive mention, really, because what he said at half time, to be able to get the lads not motivated, because they was already motivated, but to prompt a reaction. And what he said is testament to himself as a manager, and to his what's the word? His control over the players, and how much the players respect him, and how much they want to do well for him, and how much they want to do well for the football club. And so the gaffer's been outstanding. The right way from Saturday, come over. We were all hurting, but we pulled together as a group and as a football club, and made sure that we went out on Saturday and produced the right result.